What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today I just wanted to have a more laid-back sort of commentary. I just wanted to talk about my thoughts on the rumors of Infinity Ward's next Call of Duty that's coming out in November going to be some sort of a space warfare or like super futuristic warfare. Just wanted to share my thoughts. I know I'm a little bit behind, and most other commentators already talked about this a little while ago, but I'm still getting asked quite often what my opinions are on this, so that's what I'm going to be covering today. So first off, I just want to state that at this point, it is still completely rumor. This is not confirmed at all. For all we know, this could be like a World War II Call of Duty or something. Not that I think it is going to be. But the source for this rumor is someone that was actually accurate about a lot of things about this time last year for Black Ops 3. So it does sort of seem like this might be a reliable source, but at this point, we really know nothing. So assuming this is some futuristic space warfare with like anti-gravity and spaceships and maybe even aliens or something like that, personally I don't really like the sounds of this, but I am going to be open to seeing what they have. As far as campaign goes, I really don't care. I didn't even finish the campaign for Black Ops 3, I don't have the time for it or really the interest in the campaign anymore. I think one of my favorite campaigns was Call of Duty 4 or World at War, those were both amazing. And I've just kind of like lost it since then. I really don't care that much about campaign. It's all multiplayer for me, so that's really what I'm going to be focusing on here is multiplayer. And for the multiplayer, still I don't like the idea of this space warfare. I was kind of hoping we would be going back to a more traditional boots on the ground type Call of Duty. And it's not that I don't like the new movement mechanics of Black Ops 3 or even Advanced Warfare. I would just really like to see variety with these three studios. Since we're getting a new Call of Duty every year, and each year is going to be a different studio, I'd like to see Infinity Ward as our more traditional boots-on-the-ground shooter that's a little bit more grounded in reality as well. Then we have Advanced Warfare, or we have Sledgehammer, whatever they develop, with their crazy experimental stuff where they try crazy new things and they can go way out there. They can do futuristic stuff if they want. And then we have Treyarch, which can be more of the balance of the two, where they do try a few new things, but they don't push it too far, and they aim to keep things really balanced and competitive. So this is really what I was hoping for, but if this rumor is true, I guess everybody's going futuristic here, and there's really no going back to traditional, which kind of disappoints me, because I really like that traditional feel of Call of Duty. I'm somebody that really enjoyed Call of Duty Ghosts. I know that's an unpopular opinion for a lot of people, and I agree there were a lot of issues with Ghosts, and it did get stale fairly quick. I feel like they could have made a lot of changes to that game, and I was really looking forward to seeing kind of like a Ghost 2 or something similar to that, where they keep a lot of the same core elements of Ghosts, but they change up the map design, and they fix a lot of issues, and just make the game a whole lot more appealing to the community in general for a longer period of time. So if this is true and we're going full-on space warfare, I'm still going to be open to it. Don't get me wrong. I'm still open to seeing what they have. I'm still going to be buying the game day one, or even if I can get my hands on it a bit early like I usually do, we'll be doing that. And I'm still going to be making videos. I'm sure I'll still love the game. I was just sort of hoping that Infinity Ward would be our traditional Call of Duty that keeps things more grounded in reality. One positive thing I will say about pushing things into the future with a game like this is it opens up a lot of opportunity for creativity. The thing is, if you're doing a modern day or a past day shooter, you're doing like a World War II shooter or Vietnam shooter, you can't really play around too much with experimental guns or anything really, equipment and things like that, or it becomes harder to justify putting stuff like that in the game because you want to be at least somewhat accurate to the period. And when you get into the future, anything's possible. It's basically limitless. So they can add all kinds of crazy stuff, which can be good and bad. There's a lot of things that I think could come out of that are really bad, but at the same time, that creativity, it allows them to add some pretty cool things, I think. I hope anyways. Really, I will say the biggest thing that I care about, even if the setting is in the future, the biggest thing I care about is having a fun Call of Duty game that still plays like a Call of Duty game. I don't want things to change so much that it becomes Halo or just something completely different that doesn't even feel like Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty for what it is at its core, I don't really care too much about the setting. I mean, I do care a little bit about the setting and stuff, but at the same time, it's really the core elements that really bring me back to the game. So that's really where I stand on this. I'm open to seeing what they have, but at the same time, I'm a little hesitant to accept this whole future warfare thing. And I'd like to know in the comment section below, what do you guys think of the possibility of a future, like, space warfare coming from Infinity Ward this November? Do you like the idea of space warfare more than anything else, or would you prefer to have more of a modern times or near future style Call of Duty? Or are you one of the people that wants them to go all the way back in time to like a World War II shooter or a Vietnam shooter or something like that? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.